Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox, because this weekend there were some significant leaks about the power, the performance, and the price of these next-gen systems, because apparently they're going to cost $1,000 each. They may be coming next year. These leaks are psychopathic. I mean, even if you love what Sony's been up to or what Microsoft has been up to, I feel like empirically, mathematically, we can say this has been the worst console generation, just in general, from lack of big first-party stuff. Like, actually consider that. How many crazy cool exclusives that are actually first-party have you played this generation? Not a lot. And I feel like it's weird to me that, honestly, the PlayStation 5 just keeps burning up the charts. The PlayStation 5 continues to sell so fast, it continues to make literally tens of billions of dollars. Let me break it down, because I honestly think these leaks are definitely correct. These next consoles are clearly being rushed out. They're clearly going to cost $1,000 each. And I feel like people are just gonna deal with it. But let me talk about why this is so annoying. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, before anything else, I do want to say that it is so weird to think about the PlayStation 6 already coming out. When I started this YouTube channel, I was doing videos about PlayStation 3 games and talking about the finalized rumors of the PlayStation 4. So it feels weird that it really hasn't been that long. The PlayStation 4 generation lasted an incredibly long time. And honestly, it felt like the PlayStation 4 generation had so many incredibly good games. Infamous Second Son, obviously God of War coming back, Spider-Man 2018, Uncharted 4. I mean, the PlayStation 4 truly felt like it was designed to keep you hungry for PlayStation. Whereas now, it just seems like Sony realizes they can sit back and let everybody else make all the games and they just get free profit. But let me start with these leaks here. So, PlayStation 6 is apparently on track to launch in 2027. The next Xbox is coming in 2026, but there is talks that Sony is sort of anticipating to possibly rush their launch to match that 2026 release date. Now, from the raw specs, it does seem like they're going to be slightly better. Hey, look, next-gen AMD, new UDNA GPU architecture, basically 20% better performance, great, two times better ray tracing and AI performance. Something I've seen a lot of people discussing is that, in general, it seems like ray tracing, a lot of people that know better than I do, a lot of the people I watch online and stuff, have basically said that for the most part, ray tracing has kind of been a gimmick. This idea of hyper-realistic reflections seemed cool on paper, but a lot of games actually run significantly worse if you have ray tracing on. A lot of games now require it. If you're playing on PC and you can flip options off, a very popular mod for almost every major AAA game where you can't turn off ray tracing is basically going into the code and removing ray tracing so your game doesn't run like trash. It sounds like one of the things they're attempting to do with the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox is basically making ray tracing not such a ridiculous power hog. I'm almost at a spot where I am annoyed because I do really feel like we're getting close to photorealism. I've said this multiple times, but I just feel like graphics are already getting so good. Graphics are already just so significantly gorgeous. Do we really need to keep trying to make bigger and more expensive systems that are double the price for 20% better performance? I really do believe, and maybe I'm going to be 100% wrong, I'm making this prediction in 2025, I think next console generation is going to be the last. I just cannot imagine that we're going to keep seeing these big iterations. Graphically, we are so close to just having practically actors on the screen fully controllable. At this point, I feel like the next big race is not going to be about performance, it's going to be price. It's going to be about finding a way to make stuff cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Whoever can make a system that looks this good, that does have ray tracing, but doesn't cost an arm and a leg, they're going to win. God. Both consoles likely to launch by 2027. I want to take a look at the replies, because a lot of people are like, oh my god, Sony would never rush to match Xbox's launch no matter what's happening. Yeah, there is stuff, oh god, 8K screens, this stuff irritates me. We've not gotten any games this generation. we've been getting games every year. What are you playing? I feel like this is the thing. There is good third-party releases. I review a lot of games. We have had some truly generational, epic, crazy stuff even this year, even last year. I think about Baldur's Gate 3. I think about Expedition 33. We have had some games that are truly generationally amazing stuff. But none of it's first party. None of it's actually from Microsoft Game Studios or Sony Game Studios. It's always just this third-party stuff that's propping up the consoles. Rushing to next gen, I feel like there's no real point or advantage to it yet. Now, I have seen some people sort of talking about the fact that there's already confirmed projects for the PlayStation 6, which does seem to lead credence to the fact that these systems are coming sooner rather than later. Basically, Kojima said that he's essentially working on the next Metal Gear Solid. This thing, PHYSINT, I'll be honest, I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to pronounce whatever the hell that is. That thing is a PlayStation 6 espionage tactical action game that takes Kojima back to his roots. This is cool, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited to check out whatever this game is on PlayStation 6, but the fact that we're already talking about PlayStation 6, I made a video a couple days ago because Sony straight up said they had an investor call and they said, our number one top of our mind right now is PlayStation 6. I guess I'm just in a spot where this stuff to me not only doesn't feel too soon, I'm worried about this price tag more than anything else. So the official leaks from Kepler is that right now the next gen Xbox is going to be around like $999. Now this is the dude who has properly leaked a lot of the stuff about the Nintendo Switch 2 before it came out. This dude Kepler definitely knows what's actually going on. Here it is. If your console is trying to be sold for a profit, if it's got multiple storefronts, get ready for the first $1,000 console. I've seen people actually talking about this for a bit. I've even seen these tweets in 2024 saying that the PlayStation 6 is probably going to be $1,000 as well. I mean, I feel like we have accidentally voted with our wallets. I've always loved the idea of vote with your wallet. If you don't want DLC, don't buy DLC. If you don't want microtransactions, don't buy microtransactions. If you think a game looks good, pre-order it to make sure you support the developers, right? But in this case, people have very much, whether purposely or accidentally, supported the idea that first-party games are no longer necessary. PlayStation 5 has made more profit than every other PlayStation generation combined. The PlayStation 5, a money printing machine, this is such a great way to phrase it. A $1,000 PlayStation 6, I've seen these people already preemptively defending it. You don't have to buy it, this isn't your business. Let other people enjoy things. People will show up and buy it if there's a market for it, but I almost feel like I'm annoyed about the fact that it does feel like there's starting to be this divide, this weird, like, how do I even phrase it? A proud sense of gamers that just want to take whatever slop hits the plate. They'll take broken games and they'll defend them. They'll take really busted experiences that are overpriced and they'll defend them. The amount of people defending Mario Kart costing $80, just stuff like that, truly, truly, truly blows my mind. Anybody who's trying to think that they aren't going to have these $1,000 consoles, I've seen people already pointing out the fact that computer part prices are obviously also going up. $1,000 consoles coming out next year, very likely with one, maybe two actual launch games. To me, it just seems ridiculous, to say the least. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 6 purely off the idea of, oh, it runs Grand Theft Auto 6 better. I want to actually get, if I am going to go to the next gen, I want to have something that says, hey, here's that crazy cool flashy game that shows you PlayStation actually cares. Xbox actually cares. I don't know. These are just some off-the-cuff thoughts. Honestly, I saw these leaks this weekend and I kind of just let it boil in my brain for about 36 hours because it just seems ridiculous. PlayStation 6 coming out before we even have 6 PlayStation 5 exclusives first party. What the hell? How do you feel about this generation? PlayStation 5 specifically. I'm more curious about PlayStation 5 than I am Xbox. I think we all realize Xbox failed badly this generation. I don't think there's any way to defend what Xbox has been up to. Xbox, I mean, at this point, they're third party. Buy their games on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6 if you really want to see the best version of freaking Oblivion or Elder Scrolls or whatever. But Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. God. PlayStation 6 in 2027, and we're halfway through 2025. What a timeline, boys and girls. What a timeline.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.